John, Jay, and Rich.
All right, Kyle Unfug. With your permission, may I retweet the video shoot of you covered in meat?
No.
Hold that. Don't answer yet. I want you to think about it.
Mike's on. Heard it.
Let's do the GBG.
Alrighty then. You may or may not have heard Dennis Rodman. He had another visit to North Korea, and Kim Jong-un, and he revealed his baby's daughter's name and all this. But as he's coming back, he's bombarded by media asking him different sorts of political questions, and he just loses it.
Did you ask about Kenneth Bay, CNN?
It's not my job to ask about Kenneth Bay.
Okay.
Guess what?
But you said you wanted to earlier this year. You didn't want it this time?
Guess what? Do one thing. Ask Obama about that. Ask Obama. Ask Obama.
You're going to talk about it.
Guess what? Ask Hillary Clinton.
Why'd you make this up?
Ask Make me more famous. Make me more famous.
I don't understand what was going on there.
Did you ask him about Kevin Bacon? Is that what they said?
No, Kenneth Bay. I guess it's some jailed American in North Korea or something like that.
Or is it Michael Bay, the filmmaker who's working on Transformers?
No, no, it's Kenneth Bay.
Or is he asking about the song Sitting on the Dock of the Bay?
No. Kenneth Bay.
Or Beyonce's nickname, Bay.
But either way, he doesn't want to be asked about it.
Ask him about Tina Fey. Ask him about Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Ray
Anyways, he wasn't
Donovan.
too happy, but if you want to see that video of him freaking out, you can. It's on our website, johnjamrich.com, keyword GBG. Now, they made the announcement. It leaked very far in advance, like way too far in advance. Bruno Mars will play the Super Bowl halftime show.
That's the furthest out I've ever heard them announce such things, by the way, the beginning of the new season.
I know.
I tell you, if there's something that football fans like outside of drinking beer and bar fights, it's Bruno music. Okay. It's been one hell of a show.
Well, a lot of people are disappointed. A lot of people are very excited. Either way, it's happening.
That classic rock crowd's going to rise up.
I will say, though, there were all sorts of reports that they were actually considering not doing a Super Bowl halftime
That's
show
stupid.
at all because of all the controversy that has recently surrounded it. But it's like, I mean,
I'm really happy for Bruno Mars.
Me
This
too.
puts him into
really
another
great for him.
status, superstar status. You know what I mean?
Totally.
He's entertaining. He's going to do a great job. Let him do his thing.
Let him, Kyle.
No, I don't
Come
know
on,
what you're talking
Kyle.
to me about.
Like Rich thinks you're like the NFL commissioner or something.
I know.
Come on, Commish.
Hey, I'm just saying there.
Are you gonna get into it at all?
Kyle
won
won fantasy football. She's an authority.
Are you going to get into it all that Tokyo is the host of the Olympics?
Tokyo? No, don't really care about that.
Okay.
I guess you just sort of did,
You
though.
can. You can. You wanna get into
2020
it?
Olympics. I
Get
saw
into
it on Twitter. I'm like, oh, all right, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
Damascus.
do want to get into this, though, because I think this is a little more juicy than that. Joe Jonas has finally, sort of commented on his breakup with Taylor Swift. The guys, I mean the Jonas Brothers, were on E's Fashion Police, and, this is what happened.
Joe, you're the one that dumped Taylor Swift.
I think it's me and a few others, but yeah.
Yeah. You did it over the phone, and you got 3 songs written about you.
We still haven't seen the royalty check. It's weird.
Yeah, he hasn't really spoken a whole lot about it. And that was two major digs in a row. Of course, Taylor Swift has had lots of failed relationships. We don't know who broke up with who, but we do think Jake Gyllenhaal, John Mayer, and Harry Styles all broke up with her. So he was sort of referring to those things.
I think he handled that question quite well.
I can imagine Taylor Swift fans raging against Joe Jonas now.
I love Harry Styles.
Thank you, JJ. Look, 63-year-old Dr. Phil says he may have found the fountain of youth.
Apparently, he hasn't started using
it. Small price tag of $65,000. And he thinks that this could help to reverse the aging process. So maybe he's just starting to use it because he doesn't look that young right now. This thing is called...
he looks about 63.
The CVAC or something like that, CVAC, which stands for Cyclic Variations in Adaptive Conditioning. It looks like a giant egg. There are only 16 of these devices in the world, and I guess it's used by all sorts of rich and famous people. Dr. Phil says he's going to use it because he thinks it's helping him with his shoulder and knee problems. And since the machine is also believed to improve circulation, boost oxygen-rich blood cells, and it also supposedly stimulates stem cell production, they think this thing could be the fountain of youth.
What about his face problems?
I don't know. It's bizarre looking. So if you want to check it out, I've posted the picture of that on our website, johnjrich.com. Just type in the keyword GBG.
Whatever it is, I bet you John Jay's been in it and tried it already.